Hello and welcome to Three Sisters, One Heart podcast. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Heather.
This week we are going to talk all about hygiene. So, what that means for rearing children when they start to become stinky and dirty and gross. What our hygiene routines tend to be. But before we get into that, a couple of little things. We have gone back to a bi-weekly schedule just because all of our lives are a little chaotic right now, and it's easier for us to do bi-weekly and give some really better, thorough topics than to try to rush things or catch up when we can't seem to make it happen every weekend. So
I know, it seems like we're always
cool
in a constant catch up, and it's just, things are just crazy right now.
I think that's it actually for an announcements. I thought there was two.
I have my kids today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's louder, I'm sorry.
That's true. That's a good
They have been fighting for the past 3 hours.
That's our life. It's nearly impossible to find a time that we can all be kid free.
Yeah.
So we pick the time that we have the least amount of kids, and we run with it.
Well, before we get into this week's topic, do you guys want to go over our trials?
Yeah. Who wants to
right.
go first?
I cooked and dinner bit me back.
Oh yes, I wish. Can you show?
I don't know if y'all can really see it on camera.
Lean in a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't. There's a
That was good, I think.
Yeah.
But pause for a
it got
second.
me on
Yeah,
my neck onto
really
my chin.
bad.
And it actually looks a lot better, and it's down a little more ways.
It even looks better since yesterday. It
Yeah.
looked rough.
Yeah.
But it's healing, and it's at the healing point of it. It's just crazy.
Oh, I hate that part.
And in the middle of the night at some point, subconsciously, you don't realize you do it, but after I raked down my chest, it woke me up because it hurt like hell, and I ended up scratching these open, and I was like,
ouch. Isn't
Yeah.
that how they get infected and
Yes.
all? Ew. Gotta be careful. What about you?
Blood a little bit.
Ugh. It was the first week of back to school, so my trial this week is just kind of getting into the swing of things. So funny because our youngest is really wanting to walk to school. She's in 8th grade this year. But the middle school, last year she walked with her sister, the year before, because they both went together. And then last year she rode the bus because I felt a little uneasy with her walking by herself. But then this year with COVID, we got a little nervous about her riding the bus. We were okay with their decisions to go back to public school, but then we were like, yeah, maybe it's not really cautious to have them crammed into a school bus.
There's just no way to social distance.
Yeah, that's another reason why I stuck with parent pickup this year.
So she got a cell phone that made me feel a little bit better about her walking. She walked the first day of school fine. The second day of school, she was sleeping in a little late, and I was like, what are you doing? Wake up, you gotta get going, you gotta have time to walk. And she's like, no, I think I'm gonna take the bus today. And I was like, what? Are you sure? Well, it has been, because she has the same bus driver that she had last year.
Okay.
He's really nice.
Luckily, they still make a stop here.
Yeah, he's really nice. You can see the bus from our window every morning, and he waits. He has to wait a certain amount of time. So she's like, it is very close. It's not a long bus ride, and I just think it's funny that, I'm realizing with all this COVID stuff as time goes on, it's hard to know what to trust, what you're hearing out there, if it's real or fake, who to trust, what to trust, what kind of guidelines to follow. And what I find is I'm making choices oh, this particular something is off limits. Don't bring the kids to the grocery store with you, right? But then it's well, they want to hang out with a friend of theirs down the street. It's fine. No mask. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's getting weird to know what to decide anymore.
Yeah, I think it's just decreasing the risk where you can.
Right.
They don't need to go to the grocery store, but I see time with friends as a definite need.
Oh yeah.
So you kind of just do what you can.
Do the best you can. Yeah. So that's been kind of interesting. And back to school has been all right, but it just, a little worrisome. We did have 12 cases in our county in this first week of school. People test positive for COVID, students. So Actually, I think some of them were teachers too. I don't
I
think it was only
was
students.
staff and students.
So again, a little worrisome, but I mean, I feel like we're just always, that's what the new norm or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we always have a little bit of worry in there.
I always say the new normal, but I hate it.
Me too.
I
I hate it so much.
I want our
so
old
much.
normal.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Mine is similar. Mine is back to school, but mine's different because we chose distance learning. Mainly because I have a feeling that it's going to go back and forth depending on how the cases go. And I know that with my anxiety and my need to plan, and that going back and forth would be too hard for me.
Yeah.
Right.
So I figured keep them home while they work out the kinks.
I get that.
And I mean, I work from home anyway, so it made sense. But it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I did see they sent out a call that basically said if you want to switch from distance learning to brick and mortar, just to give the school a call and they'll let you. I'm like,
Oh.
Yeah.
so much for the 9 weeks thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think that a lot of parents probably got into it and realized that they can't do it.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. It's a big ask.
I mean, my kids are on video
I
calls
say they
all
want them all
day
day
long.
long on the
And I
online.
think that's great. That's what I wanted, honestly, because last year, and granted, I know it was just like they were doing what they could to get by, but they were like on 40 minutes maybe a week,
Yeah.
and it's like all the teaching was left up to us. But in this, like, it's really
it's
cool.
definitely
like,
them teaching it more.
yeah, and it's like it's the way that they did it is they combined a brick and mortar class with a distance learning class. So she is watching like on video chat the classroom as if she is
that's
there.
kind of cool. That's better than how it was at the end of the year. I would
Yeah,
say.
so she's getting the instruction, and that's really what I wanted. But regardless, it's mom, I need help with this. Mom, I need help with this. Just
All
kind
day.
of working out the kinks of our new system while I'm on phone calls
Right.
and
Trying to
you
work
know.
from home still.
yeah. So it was just a rough week, and then I was also in finals week with school at the same time.
You had a house guest.
And I had a house guest, yes. And he was great. There was no problem. It was just
It just
somebody
adds
being in your
to it.
house. It's
In your
hard.
space.
In
yeah.
the first week of school. It
Yeah.
adds to the chaos. for
Yeah,
sure.
so it was just really, really chaotic. So we made it though.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Just barely.
How about you, Heather?
I went
Hers
first.
was
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm tired today.
I had bronchitis on top of everything else, so there's that to add to it.
Oh, God.
which we knew because
We knew. I just finally got really fed up with my coughing and my chest being on fire, and I went in and got checked out, and the doctor was like, "Yep," and then tried to convince me to do a COVID test, but I declined.
Really?
I think
If
if
I
it
would've-
were COVID, I would have tested positive. I mean,
Yeah.
we all had the same thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying,
But if
like,
I
if
would've
they're
taken
offering a
it-
test, they probably would have been like, sure.
If I would have taken it, I wouldn't have been able to go back to work.
Oh.
She can't work until she gets the results.
Oh,
So,
I
it wasn't
see.
worth
I
it.
see. Oh, yeah. That's kind of...
Yeah, it's one thing if you actually suspect COVID. but
Yeah,
whatever.
but
you're-
I
I'm
didn't
just
know.
like, if you're in there, it's like, well, you're under the hood,
Nope.
go ahead and
Yeah,
change the,
check all the things.
the fluids, you know?
No, she was like, "Did the nurse do a nose swab? No. Do you want one? Nope.
No. I'm telling you, like they took a
I
piece
heard
of
it's
my
really
brain.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeesh.
Oh, it was very fast though, so it was definitely uncomfortable, but it was fast and over before you even knew how to react. So it's not the end of the world. But anyway,
Cool.
so hygiene.
All right.
This is kind of a
Kind of ties in with back to
I
school.
kind of was thinking for like me and myself because I haven't really gotten to that stage with the boys yet.
No, not too stinky.
Neither
Well,
of
what
them are
about-
stinky. Neither of them have BO.
Right.
Which I know Matthew's getting real close to getting there though.
And I did think about this because we have on our list to talk about puberty and like our thoughts on how to deal with that at some point. We've touched on it here and there, but we haven't had like a full topic
Yeah.
of it. But what I was thinking more is other healthy habits that can be tricky to like get kids to cooperate with, like brushing their teeth,
hand
or,
washing. Any
yes,
of this right
the
now?
hand washing.
I'm like, as
brushing
soon as
their
you walk the door,
hair.
I'm like, go wash your hands, go clean up.
Yeah.
So,
Like brushing and washing their hair, showering, those kind of struggles. I know different
I will
kids.
say mine's slack on washing their hair, but they barely have any.
Yeah.
So I don't really get onto them that much, but they always smell clean.
It helps.
Yeah.
It definitely helps.
I think we have the same issue with hair washing. Just with one, not the other. Which they pick and choose their hygiene things. I'm actually kind of like having like a moment that I just realized I don't necessarily have one kid that is better at hygiene than the other. They just pick and choose their things.
Yeah.
Like Ariana, she'll get out and her hair is still like oily and greasy. And the poor child doesn't look like me at all, but all she got was the negative qualities. So she's got super oily hair. And if you don't wash it well, it's gonna look disgusting. And I can't tell you how many times I've had to be like, get back in the shower. Like, nope, we're not doing this.
When my girls were little, they definitely struggled with not washing their hair as much or showering. They always like were good about baths and showers. I didn't have that like big struggle. I remember friends having kids that literally they're like, you have to shower or you have to shower. That being said, I am not like, we're not like real pushy with like showering schedules and stuff like that. We're not like you have to shower every single night.
I personally shower every day just because it's my end of the day routine.
Right, and I understand that.
The boys, as long as they have not gotten nasty, dirty that day, I do every other day because they have eczema and it flares up their skin too much. So if they are not super dirty, they smell fine. They'll skip a day in between.
Yeah, both of the girls when they were little, especially Nova, had very, very sensitive skin, and she used to get those really the heat rashes so bad up her arms, and I think that's probably, I never really thought about it, but that's kind of probably where it started, that we just didn't push them to have to shower every single night. But like you said, obviously if they were like making mud pies in the backyard or something, like, listen, you gotta get in the tub.
Now, once Matthew starts going puberty and gets a little stinky, it's gonna switch to you need to go shower every night.
Yeah. I'm the opposite, regardless. Even if they've sat and vegged out to TV all day, like they shower every day.
Now, is
I don't really know why. Now that like you guys have reasons for not doing it.
Is that a practice that you also commit to? So maybe like you enjoy it for different reasons, so you just encourage them to do it. That's not surprising.
I just like clean kids.
I get that.
And like
I vegged out all day. I don't see the point.
Yeah, like
they've literally done nothing.
Jammies
They've
in the
not
house all
sweat.
day.
Like today, they've been outside a bunch. They've been sweaty. They're taking a shower tonight.
Like, I just have a hard time thinking about, like, body oils and stuff and then getting in bed and you only change your sheets once a week and...
I don't change my sheets once a week.
I do.
That's really good. No. That's very good. That's probably should.
I mean, I'm not perfect at it. Don't, like...
Like, once every couple weeks.
Don't
maybe
put
once
me on
a
a
month.
pedestal. Oh, gosh, Tiffany.
I'm dirty. I'm sorry. I guess I'm the dirty one out of the three of us.
Yeah.
I'm not the dirty one. That doesn't sound good.
That sounds terrible.
I'm not the I don't do that much.
I can be over the top.
Wise.
Yeah.
Like same thing with the rest of my the kids, they shower probably. Nova is more of a shower. She's older.
Forever in the shower.
She is very, very. Her hygiene is important to her. Annika is like, I guess I should shower. My hair is looking greasy.
Oh my God. I will say.
They're very different.
I just remembered this, but Ariana was going through a phase where she was not washing her body well. Mm-hmm. She's gonna. I'm sorry, Ariana, if you ever see this, but Ben will be like, I'm gonna check. Did you wash your butt? I'm gonna check. Thank God we've never had to check because she breaks down. But she's like, oh, don't worry. She's like, okay, I'll get back in. I'm like, yeah, you will.
Oh gosh, that's so funny.
But I was like, what are you gonna do when she calls your bluff? You gonna go sniffing? Like
when they have dirty diapers. I think that's poop.
Right? Like, she's a 9-year-old little girl. Can't go.
Funny.
What are you gonna do? But mostly she's pretty good.
I shower probably 2, sometimes 3 times a week. It depends. And it's because I'm active, or I probably would shower less. I would probably only shower like once a week.
Nope, can't do that.
I'm kind of a naturalist.
I will say I do not wash my hair every day.
Oh no, me neither.
I will go every other day to every 2 days or every 3 days.
Yeah.
But My hair doesn't get as greasy as yours.
No, I wash it every day. I shower every day. I mean, occasionally I'll skip a day or whatever, but like in general,
Yeah.
I shower every day and I wash my hair every day because it is disgusting if I don't.
Well, I actually do no poo method, so I only wash my hair maybe once a week, once every week and a half, and I wash it with baking soda and apple cider vinegar, and then during the rest of the week I just I don't wash, but like I use my fingers under the hot
Just
water,
scrub, yeah.
and just kind of like clean dirt and stuff kind of off of your scalp. Scalp care is very important. When you're washing, that's kind of what you should be focusing on when the hair follicles themselves. But I've been no pooing since I had dreads. And when I cut my dreads and I was doing colors and stuff, then I was like using shampoo and stuff. So I kind of had to start the whole process over again when I went back to my natural color. And that took a while to like, so at first it's like, basically no poo method is you are not using any kind of shampoo or conditioner in your hair. You're letting your body's natural oils kind of like find their natural set place. So it's kind of like when you wash your hair every day with soap, I know that has like sulfates and perfumes and stuff, it can be very drying to the skin, and we secrete oils to protect our skin, and so our body, after we wash our hair, it gets a signal that you need oils, so it produces oils. So with the no poo method, when you first start, people for up to the first couple of months even can just have kind of like greasy, yucky hair. And the whole, like, you can wash like with the baking soda and vinegar, you can do that, which you only want to use a little bit of. Basically it's just to clean any extra gunk, really. But you only want to do that, the goal is to like have to be able to get away with doing it less and less and less. Like once a week is pretty good. It would be great if I didn't have to do it, but like every other week, because it is like a little bit deeper of a cleanse. So, but it's good. It's settled. It's pretty good now. I just vinegar washed yesterday. That's why I didn't want to get in the pool, because I was like,
just in my hair.
just in my hair.
Like little like grandma, like where they go and they get it like curled out every 2 weeks, like the rollers.
But it works for me, and I'm not oily. I'm not oily like, at all, and it does take a little while, so it's hard because a lot of people don't want to commit to that. You know? Right now, though, if anyone is interested, if you are working from home type of a situation, now is the time. Yeah, if you're stuck at home with the kids because they're doing schooling from virtual schooling or something, now's the time to try that out.
See, my kids would
very minimalist.
Call me out. They'd be like,
"Oh yeah,
Mom, your hair." I'm like, they're brutally honest.
Yeah. Nova, she would not. She's like curious about it. But she's like, I just don't think I could do it, because she feels the same. Like her hair just gets too oily. Which she does have a little bit different hair type than I do. Both the girls,
they both have thinner,
but it's thick hair, but it's fine hair.
Yeah.
Chris
it's
has
fine. They just
thin
have a lot
and
of it.
fine. I have thick and thick, and so they have kind of in between that.
Yeah.
What kind of, do you guys have like favorite shampoos or like product lines that you like or that you find are really good for the kids? Like I know when my kids were little,
my
that
kids
detangler
use
was
whatever
the
the
best.
heck is on sale.
Yeah?
Whatever Mom has gotten me on clearance is what they've used.
True.
Ariana gets dandruff really bad, so we do the dandruff shampoo, and I just recently, I've forgotten the name of it, but I got her a nicer brand this time, not like the Head and Shoulders or whatever, but it's specifically made for oily hair, because oily hair doesn't typically get dandruff, and surprise, go figure.
I remember her though when she was little. Didn't she have like the cradle?
The cradle cup.
Yep.
Yeah, and stuff. I remember that. She struggled with that. So I'm not surprised. It's probably just part of her makeup, and unfortunately probably something she'll have to deal with.
But we recently switched, and it's like something like $12 a bottle. It's crazy. But any dandruff shampoo is at least $8.
It's more,
if not more. And she's very good about making sure that she doesn't leave caps off and stuff like that anymore. So I'm like,
Oh
grateful.
yeah, that's the worst.
But that's part of her. We'll talk about it another time, of course. But she's become very aware of money.
Oh
and
yeah.
how much things cost, and like we've never like put it in her head like we can't afford this or
Right.
whatever. But like she's, I guess because she's been working for money.
She can
That
afford clean the
she's
baseboard
getting an
for us.
idea of how much things cost. So she takes care of her things. But Zoe and I typically, I don't use like bottom of the barrel or anything like that, but I do like to switch it up a lot because my hair, like, it doesn't respond well. Like it
After a
doesn't-
while?
Yeah, like it gets used to it. I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like it does, so I switch it up. I really should use nicer stuff, and if Katie watches this, she's probably gonna give me a hard time because she colors my hair and then I just use whatever. But maybe one day I'll take that extra leap. So I do, as far as face wash and stuff like that, just Neutrogena products across
I
the
use
board.
water.
I also use water.
Straight water.
I use hot water.
I can't.
Well, I can't do hot water on my face.
I do hot water
I
to
can't handle
open
it.
the pores.
If I'm
Yeah?
using hot water, I just put my hands under the water, make them hot, and then press into my face.
Yeah.
But I can't do direct hot water on my face.
I do
Freaks me out.
like I do like a cloth under the hot water and
That's a
then
good
squeeze
one,
it
too.
out and then just like stick it on my face for a minute and then I just,
I don't
scrub to
have
get the dead
cloths
skin.
in
It's like
Gotta get
the-
the dead skin in the nose crevices,
That's like
Ugh,
the
I hate that.
I use my
universe's
hands.
way, like the
I
universe
told
is
you.
like, screw you. You're the one who actually takes care of your face and uses these products, and you've got terrible skin.
Maybe less is more.
I've tried.
Aw.
It's worse. So, I don't know.
But do you like the Neutrogena? You feel it works well?
Yes, I do.
You have like a, what do you call it? A routine or something? Like
Well,
a
I mean, it's
facial
just
routine?
like in the shower every morning. I'm not as good as I should be about taking my makeup off. But
Oh,
right now,
I hear that.
I hardly ever wear makeup anyway. Like I do
Mm-hmm.
it like on our podcast days, like if I'm gonna be like out and about. But if it's a day that I'm working from home and I don't have any like face or video chats, I'm not.
Oh yeah, no, I don't.
I say the only time I actually use actual wash is if I've had makeup on that day.
I feel like
And
my
my
makeup.
I
my
do-
makeup wash bottle is this big.
I
That
do
tells you how much I wear makeup.
get a little dry in like the winter months, and then I'll do.
Yep, I'm getting dry right
I'll
now.
do
I'm my eyebrow.
warm a very little bit of coconut oil usually, and then I'll put that on. And then I've also, because I'm getting older, and I am trying to do a little bit more for my skin, I have been trying derma rolling.
That freaks me out a little
Face.
bit.
I'll show you
The
my
pokey
derma
one
roller.
or like the smooth one?
No,
It's
Ooh,
pokey.
no.
I'll show you guys later. It's a very small millimeter one. It's like you can advance up. You only do it once a month to twice a month. I've only done it 2 months so far. And then I use a vitamin C serum afterwards. And that also has vitamin E oil in it. It's like a combo
Yeah.
dealy. And then something else.
I have-
And I've been trying to do that to like, cause I don't know, like you hear about people with like, especially as they're getting older and they have beautiful skin and you wonder like, wow, how do they have beautiful skin? And usually it's like some kind of really
I think I want to
super
try the derma
in-depth
roller.
morning or bedtime or
Yeah.
both routine.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you. If
I-
easy.
I want
It's
to start
inexpensive.
getting in a better habit of taking care of my skin and everything. Especially, I don't know if it's just the thought of having a girl, and I want to make sure she takes care of herself more.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I do want to get into a better routine, especially if I'm home
Yeah.
and have that extra time now.
I do. Again, it's Neutrogena, but there's a moisturizer, and it has what is it called? Salicylic acid.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an acne something or another, and that keeps my skin under control.
It helps.
And it's
then.
nice and light, and most moisturizers make me break out and feel.
Oh yeah,
gross.
I also, and I think that's probably why I don't use a lot of products
Yeah.
anyhow, is that same. My skin is sensitive and I will break out. I have to be careful with certain sunblocks I use on my face because they'll make me break out. That's why even in the winter, the coconut oil is
Yeah.
it's I always want to say antiseptic. That's not it. It's
Nope.
antimicrobial. And so I feel like it's cleaner and it's natural, so
Yeah.
I have like less worry that's gonna
You know
do
what I
something
did
to me.
like that I actually am remembering now? Years ago, you introduced me to oil cleansing.
Oil cleansing is good too.
I might want to get back into
Especially
that.
in
Heck
the
is
winter
that?
months. Basically the same thing, except for I was using olive oil at the time.
You
A
cleanse
good
with
olive
oil,
oil.
but it's like similar to like the no poo method. Like you have the oil already, so your
body doesn't feel the need to produce it.
Yeah.
You basically put it on, you wait a few minutes, and then like you wipe it off. From what I remember, you don't
Yeah.
wash. You're not like using soap.
Yeah,
on your
you're
face
mostly
after.
just wiping with like a warm cloth.
And like then exactly, and it's good if you have makeup because it is a makeup remover in that sense, but then also it moisturizes. So olive oil is another really good oil for your skin.
Yeah, I think it was like olive oil and like it had
Almond oil or
tea
something.
tree, maybe tea tree something.
It was like a mixture.
Yeah.
A little off
Yeah.
topic, but you said almond, it made me think of it. Since I've out of nowhere gotten to be lactose intolerant,
That can come with pregnancy.
yeah, I broke down and got a half gallon of almond milk, and I was like, okay, I really want some cereal tonight. Man, it was so good.
Yeah. What brand did you get?
It was just Winn Dixie's brand,
Okay,
but it was the vanilla one too, though. I had to
Yeah.
get the flavored.
the sweet and
Yeah.
flavored
Yep.
one. It's funny because everyone has like their one that they like prefer or whatever, you know. Even it's just like drinking milk in your coffee, and it's like, do you like skim milk, full fat milk, half and half?
But
The
I
almond
was
milk is the
happy to
same.
have cereal again and not have an upset stomach.
I had some cereal today. It was good. I don't usually.
I might have some for second dinner.
Nice.
You know what? I'm pregnant. There's second every meal at this point.
I do find, because I know yours aren't, but mine, one of them, well, Zoe, there's no way to
Yeah.
not say which kid it is. Sorry, kids.
It'll be alright.
It does need deodorant now. And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
getting
deodorant
hard
is
to
definitely old
remember.
Yeah. We went through that like super duper puberty change, extra funky stinkiness with both of them, and they both still get funky. They forget to put their deodorant on. They're kids, especially the younger of the two. She gets some stinky pits, but like so do I. We again, we're more natural, so we use natural deodorants, and I like natural deodorants, but it's hard because I find like one that works for a while,
And then it just stops.
and then all of a sudden like it doesn't work at all. Like kind of like you were
Yeah.
saying with the shampoo and the hair products. So yeah, I really loved Tom's long-lasting 24/7 lavender scent one, but then that one's just stopped working for me all of a sudden. So now I've been using, I think it's like Love something.
I've heard
brand.
a new brand, and
What the heck is
I
it
can't
called?
remember what it's
It's
called.
not
I was gonna
Target.
ask. Native. Have
Oh.
you tried that one?
Mommy gave us some Native.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it or take it
Yeah,
or
I
leave it.
didn't find it that. It's nice to have because like the ones that Mommy got us are all like little, so like I can travel
Yeah.
with it or like throw. I have one in my backpack in case I get extra stinky, then I can top off and not have to carry a full deodorant around.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work 100% for me all day long.
Yeah.
There's only a few. One Schmidt's has a sensitive. That's another thing too. My skin is sensitive to the baking soda. Ironically enough. And so I have to like use ones that don't have like, I can use them with a little bit, I find. They'll still be okay, but like if it's one of like the first 2-3 ingredients and it's like has a heavy amount of sodium bicarbonate or whatever, then it will burn my skin.
Oh no. That's
And
not
it's
good.
awful. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. I had to like walk around with like hot burny pits with nothing in them for like 2 weeks.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was not pleasant.
Yeah, it's it's brutal. They'll get in the car and I'll be like,
Yup.
did you forget deodorant today? She's like, oh, go put some on. I'm like,
They're like
go
tiny.
shower.
They
Like,
smell like mint.
they're at that point.
Yeah,
Like,
if you can already smell
shower.
it, you gotta shower to get the stink off.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I can't handle it. And it's like, how do you not notice?
Well, and that's the thing too with like the natural deodorant. You have to start with a very clean base. Like you get stinky in the armpits because of
I broke a
bacteria
nail.
growth. Oh no.
She just did them.
Oh no.
It literally broke.
That's a bummer.
Sorry.
We could super glue it back on.
No.
or nail glue it back
I'll
on.
just see if Mommy can redo that one nail.
Okay.
That's funny.
It broke yesterday at the party,
Ouch.
so.
Anyhow.
Sorry.
So yeah, what deodorants do you guys like?
Dove.
Dove?
Dove or Suave, that's it.
Yep.
That's it? Those are the ones
Degree
you guys
doesn't work. I don't know what the difference is, but it does not work.
Fades out too quick.
And it's like, isn't Degree supposed to be like the sport one?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. I don't like something with a real strong scent.
No,
either.
mine's a very subtle, like, cause I get sweaty, I get anxious sweats, I get all the sweats.
Mhm.
So I gotta have something that's subtle, otherwise you're gonna be like, you okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can tell I'm sweaty. Just
Yeah.
from the smell of
Oh, dude.
flowers filling
I
the
don't
room.
even antiperspirate because I'm so sweaty. Like, it
No?
would be pointless. No, I sweat so much. I think we've talked about that before in here. I sweat
I don't, but I also
so
don't do
sweat a
anything that
ton.
would.
much. Like, so much. Especially...
I literally had sweat dripping off me for his reenlistment.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was gross.
Ugh.
I find, we were talking about this earlier, but hand washing.
Mm-hmm.
Getting these kids to remember to wash their
Oh,
hands.
yeah.
So many, every time they like come out of the bathroom, I'm like,
Yep.
go back in.
Yep.
Well, I have one.
My
that
question,
is-
you flush the toilet? Yep. Go wash your hands. Well, no, you didn't. Go wash your hands.
I have one that has is a little bit obsessive with hand washing, so I don't have any issues with that child about hand washing or cleanliness.
If anything,
or
the opposite
germs.
direction.
Yeah. She's been really, really great through all this COVID stuff, actually. She hasn't had any major flare-ups or anything.
Good.
so. But my other one is, yeah, she's grubbier. She's younger. You know, one minute she cares a lot, and the next minute she's like, whatever,
care at
I'm
all.
a kid.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a
Somewhere
hard
in
time
between.
because I have OCD tendencies, and it's kind of weird on what things it is. It's not
Oh, yeah.
necessarily like across the board, and I don't know, like I'm not even one of those people that say like, oh, I have OCD. Like, no, like I've actually been diagnosed. Like,
Yeah.
so don't come at me, because I know that that's a thing now.
Right.
But either way, the dishes, if they unload the dishwasher without washing their hands, I can't handle it. Like I have to put
that sounds
everything
like
back
something Nova would be upset
and
with.
redo it.
Yeah.
Like I cannot handle it. Like if
Honestly,
they,
that would probably be something I wouldn't even think of.
Nope. Now I'm grossed out. I would have not thought of that
Yep.
either, and now I'm
if they
thoroughly
touch
grossed
the
out.
refrigerator, if they touch anything in my kitchen, they better have washed their hands.
Oh God.
I
Now
can't
I'm
handle
not
it.
gonna know that.
Yep.
Thanks,
No.
Shannon. Thanks.
Sorry. I just
Ugh.
can't handle it.
Rubbing off her tendencies to us now.
Or they'll like mess with the dog and then go back to eating. Like, no.
Yeah, that's gross.
Get up and wash your hands. We wash.
What
them.
about toothbrushing?
Twice a day.
That's good.
Yeah.
I am not a
Brush,
twice a dayer.
floss
I
twice a
would
day.
love to say, and I try to make healthy habits and do twice a day, but like it'll go strong for like a little while, and then all of a sudden it's back to
Well, I
once.
have really, really bad teeth.
We all have really bad teeth.
That I do twice
Yeah.
a day at least.
And I still get cavities.
Yeah.
I've got an appointment Wednesday because I've got a couple cavities that need filled. I'm like,
Ugh.
I literally do all the things.
What about the kids? How are they with brushing?
I try to make it twice a day. It's most of the time it's once.
Yeah.
Mine are
but are they
twice a
good
day.
about it?
They'll brush. Jack fights me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He throws a fit over taking a shower, doing anything to make himself clean.
When ours were littler, they would be like, we brushed our teeth. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
No,
no,
you
I'm
didn't."
checking the toothbrush. And you like check to see
Yeah.
if it's wet or whatever.
I can
Yeah.
just smell their breath. I'm like,
Yeah.
go back.
Let me smell your breath.
Zoe's pretty good. Aubriana, not so much. Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Excuse me.
Aubriana will try to fib about it, and I'm like, do you really? But
She's
luckily,
a terrible liar.
She's a terrible liar. Thank goodness.
She's a terrible liar.
But she'll say like, no, or yeah, I did, and I'm like, are you sure about that? Because you know what happens when we lie. Like punishments are a million times worse. Lying, I don't deal.
No.
And she's like, I'll just go do it. And I was like, because you didn't do it, right? And she's like, yes. I'm like, come on. I'm not asking you to run a
You
marathon.
can literally see that they did not brush their teeth.
Yeah.
Always trying to get over
There's
something.
plaque. There's buildup that
Yeah.
you can see.
And like, it feels better.
It does.
So I was like,
Nice slick teeth.
don't you want?
does.
Don't you want that? Oh, I don't get it. So.
How are yours, Shannon, with like hair brushing? I know yours don't have that
No.
much hair, so.
Mine brush the top real well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But then like every now and then, like I'll do their hair.
you
for
go like
something.
put a brush actually through the hair, and
it's like the top layer is beautiful, and then underneath it's dreaded, and you're like, this is a problem.
like a nest.
Yeah, it is absolutely both of them.
Gosh, definitely mine have struggled over the years with their hair like maintenance and their upkeep and like brushing, and as a matter of fact, they prefer to have it be shorter most of the time because they don't
have to do anything with it.
Well, we have a hard time because Aubriana's hair is super curly.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to just brush it in the shower, so I try to let her do that, and kind of like have her go over it with like the wet brush in the morning because it's easier with tangles. But even then, it just messes up. Like she has hair just like I do. Like the moment like I move, it knocks back up.
Right.
Like Zoe's is it's just finer and not nearly as curly. It has a little bit of wave to it. So she gets the dreads underneath sometimes, but not nearly as bad as Aubriana. And she's getting to the age that she kind of cares a little bit more about how she looks, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Aww.
I mean, it's a
My
good
kids don't
thing.
give
It is a good thing.
But it's like in her head, it's because of boys, and I don't want that.
I'm sorry, but this is the age, Shannon.
I know. I'm not ready for it.
When it not becomes a good thing is like when it starts to hold you up for stuff. Like when they want to last minute take a shower, but they take 20 minutes in the shower, and like you were supposed to leave 10 minutes ago. Oh, apologies.
Look like this.
Oh,
Don't do that next.
Well then,
boys.
Sorry.
apparently something terrible has happened.
It'll be fine.
Car crash.
Toy wars. Yeah.
Toy car crash. There was a fatality.
The fatality, yeah.
So yeah. Anyhow. I forgot what we were just saying.
Hair brushing.
Hair brushing.
Oh right, whenever you try to leave and then they decide.
Oh yeah, whenever they then they want to like care all of a sudden, like, or like how about if I want to like run to the family? We have a Family Dollar like right down the street from us. So, like if we need any like last minute thing, like, oh, you're out of laundry soap.
Yeah,
it's
it's
always
like a
laundry
quick
soap or
switch.
toilet paper. It's always laundry soap or toilet paper. Never fail. And I'll be like, we have to just pop out and get, laundry soap or toilet paper. And she'll be like, oh my god, I have to. I'm like, you're gonna see nobody. It's literally across the street.
I go in there looking so rough. She's like, how you doing today? Talking
I
up,
know,
I'm like,
they're the nicest.
I look like shit.
Yeah, yoga pants.
Always.
That's all I wear right now.
Yoga pants, tank top. It's not like we're going to Target.
You're calling me out?
Pretty much.
Hey, I didn't mean to. I'm just saying that's what I'm normally wearing.
I normally wear dresses.
I would wear this to Target.
Yeah?
I could.
I try to look nice. I don't know why. It just feels like
I
you're
can't
supposed to
fit
look
in any
nicer
jeans
for
right
Target.
now.
Well, like your
I would wear
situation
that to
is
Target.
different.
I wear that kind of thing most of my days.
Yeah.
It's fine. To each their own.
Well, I don't have very many.
You're not wearing fuzzy Grinch Who Stole Christmas
That's
jammies
Walmart.
out
That's
in
Walmart gear.
August.
I think I mostly just don't have very many opportunities to wear jeans these days. So it's like, oh, I'm going
I'm
to
cool with
Target.
that.
Let
I
me put my
literally have
jeans
no
on.
jeans that fit.
Yeah, buy jeans. I'm not into that.
I have to put them on every now and then to make sure that they fit.
I have an emergency pair of jeans for just in case.
I don't.
In case I need to
I
go
can't-
horseback riding,
I can't remember the last time I saw you in jeans.
dig a ditch.
Ditch.
I can't tell you the last time I put them on. They probably don't even fit.
That's hilarious.
I'd have to like dig them out of a suitcase in my closet.
That's funny.
I'm not a pants kind of gal.
Nah.
I'm a yoga pants kind of gal. I'll wear
Yep.
those all day long.
That's all I wear now. And dresses.
Yeah.
I know. I brought home another pair of black yoga pants, and Ben's like, "Don't you already have like several black yoga pants?" I'm like,
Yeah, but
these
these are
ones have a
different."
cutout on
Yep.
the side.
These ones have a fun little
He's like,
feature.
"Oh, because that's so different." I'm like, "Yeah, go somewhere."
Right. Him with his like cartoon and comic book belt buckle.
Yes.
Belts. Okay, we'll have our things.
Oh no, Bobby doesn't call me out for anything if I ask for anything and I've got something already similar to it because he collects everything.
I know he really does. That would be very challenging.
Yeah, it's like
It
hoarding
is.
status.
Yeah, that's
It
hard.
is.
I wouldn't be able to.
Well,
do
like
that.
my husband will collect stupid crap too sometimes. Like he'll collect like lids to things. like, when are we, just in case, you know, we have this thing and this lid breaks, we have a backup lid. I'm like, what are you talking about? We don't need that.
No.
Throw it in the trash.
Yeah, I'm very much a
I'm not
purger.
holding on to a just in case
I purge
things,
a lot. So
unless it's a
my
real
personal
good
crap,
chance.
I don't have a lot of crap.
Yeah.
I don't
Same.
either.
Boys have a lot of crap, but I just purged a lot of theirs too. And I told Bobby, I was like, you gotta handle your stuff.
Yeah,
too
that's
much.
hard. I have too small a house to have too much stuff.
Yes.
Well, speaking of, we're in my house this week. For the viewers who are watching us on YouTube, this is
Yeah.
my house. Welcome. I don't think that we've ever podcasted.
No, we
No,
haven't.
we never have.
So yeah, apologies if it's like echoey or loud. It's not a very large house, and there are kids. So what can you do?
Not much.
Mainly
Alright.
the noise is mine, so I apologize.
So, what about,
That's about all I had.
what is it?
What else you got?
It's not trials, triumphs.
Oh yeah, our triumphs.
Kind of a triumph, kind of a yeah. But Bobby re-enlisted for another 4 years.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
good
this is
thing.
very
It's a
cool.
good thing. It's a smart thing.
But it's
But
It's
also
a hard decision. It's a commitment.
Yes, because he's got 8.5 years, I think, left, and he can retire.
He's
But
so close,
this-
it would be silly not to do it.
Yes, this command has really
been difficult.
Been hard on him.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all threw me a surprise mixed re-enlistment
Yeah.
birthday party slash
Yes.
thing.
We did. I hope you were really surprised.
I was caught off guard.
And yeah, we and I hope you really felt special because it was we didn't mean to like necessarily piggyback on the back of something that was already going on. We just really wanted you to feel like you got something exciting and fun.
Yeah.
So you're pregnant, it's your birthday. Like it's not always the best birthday when you're pregnant,
Yeah,
in my
It's
opinion.
my third birthday pregnant.
Yeah, it's not always the best.
Really? You're always
I was
always
pregnant
Yeah.
with Matthew. I was
birthday.
pregnant with Jack. Now this
So
one.
we just wanted to be special, and we knew like you guys were talking about going out for your birthday and going
Which
for
we
like a
can't
baby moon. So like especially we didn't know about timing
Yeah.
wise. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I
Which
hope
now
Bobby
we
didn't feel
can't.
like we took away his
No, he didn't care.
his glory too much. His thunder.
He didn't care.
Cool. I'm glad. It
He
was
got
fun.
he
We had
got
a
two
good time.
cakes in one day or 2
You got
days.
2 cakes? You got him a cake too?
No, he got a cake. They
Oh,
made him a cake
at
on the
the-
ship on Friday,
Aw.
They
And
made
then-
him a cake. Aw.
and then the cake from yesterday too. He was happy.
That's so
Good, you
cute.
better eat that cake all up.
Yeah. That was a fancy.
It
Small
was
doses.
pretty. It
Holy
was
crap,
so
the thing
pretty.
is rich.
I know.
Mine, oh, I started to say that I didn't have one, but I forgot that we even talked. I went through finals week, survived it,
You
and
passed
I
it.
got all A's.
Yeah,
Of course you
I
did.
didn't know that. That's so good.
Which, yeah, I know, I'm good A's, but it
But-
still is a hard thing
No,
to
that
do.
is awesome.
Especially,
that is so good. You
Oh,
had that
and then-
hiccup.
Yeah.
yeah, because I had to take a break, and I've just had a hard time with a couple of classes.
Then you got the ending day wrong.
Yeah.
Oh right,
remember?
I forgot you were talking. Yeah, we got the last day, but luckily they opened it. One teacher was a little bit snotty about it, but she reopened the assignments, and it was fine. But similar, also Triumph, I got a call from my student advisor this week, and he was like, "Hey, you know, you're scheduled up to here, and then we need to. These sessions are open. We need to go ahead and get you scheduled." And I was like, "Dude, you know I don't care. Just put me in whatever's next.
Right.
Like I have no preference. I just
Keep
going
on
down the
going.
list.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got to do them all eventually anyway." And he's like, "Well, Shannon, I can't do that." And I was like, "What do you mean? You've been doing that."
Right.
And he's like, "No, all you have left are electives."
That's exciting.
That is
So
awesome.
What kind of
I'm
electives?
like
what'd
really
you pick?
close. I haven't yet. I have a meeting next week with him because
what
what
kind
are the
of
options?
electives? Yeah.
they're gonna be like business
Business-related,
focused.
yeah.
And I don't know. I
Come
honestly
on, no
haven't
home
even
ec. You
looked.
can just bake a cake.
I know, right? Yeah, they do have to be somewhat related.
I get it.
But that's just really exciting that I'm finally getting there.
yeah, it
Like
is.
I'm almost done until I figure out what I want to do next. So we'll see.
awesome.
Ben's already pushing me to go for my master's. I'm like, can I?
I was
just
gonna say, are you
Oh,
gonna do that
Lord.
next?
Probably, but We'll see.
But not yet.
It's good. There's going to be a break in between.
Yeah, there should be.
A length break, not
Yeah.
just a semester.
But not too long because then you get out of practice.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But it was a really exciting week that pulled it off, pulled my crap together.
Busy week.
Very.
Yeah, and it was like I needed that after the week that I had.
Yeah.
So what about you?
I went in for my colposcopy and I already got the test results back and everything was negative and I was incredibly relieved. So relieved. I had just gotten myself so worked up about it. I was really fortunate though because I was able to talk to you guys. I was able to talk to other, women in my network. And it gave me peace of mind to where I was able to be calm enough to wait for the results. And then when I got them, it wasn't as big of a deal,
Yeah.
So I'm glad. I'm good. I'm safe. I'm healthy for now. Knock on wood. We'll
Just
keep it that way.
Now though, you have to keep up with
I
this
know you're right.
and not go another 10 or 15 years.
I'm a slacker when it comes
I'm a hypocrite talking
keeping
about
up
it.
with my healthcare stuff. Like I keep myself healthy, but like
I have no
do
choice
not
right
doctors'
now, so.
offices very much.
No.
So anyhow, it's been great talking to you guys. Please let us know if you can think of any topics you want to hear us discuss, or if you have any tips for hygiene for kids.
Yes,
Or
Especially
please.
boys, because I'm sure it's going to happen real soon.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Or what you do in your routine that you suggest that we look into or try. Don't forget, you can find us at 3 Sisters 1 Heart Podcast on Instagram, on Facebook. You can message us at 3 Sisters 1 Heart Podcast at gmail.com, and you can always find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Libsyn, and iTunes.
Yes.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.